Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Diane Donnelly with the Donnelly Group of Keller Williams. We're going to talk today about my favorite topic, how to price a home to sell. What I'm going to ask you to do is to take your seller's cap off and put a buyer's cap and an appraiser's cap on. After all, these are the folks who are going to determine the value of your home. So what I'd first ask you to do is to take a look at what has sold in the past 6 months. The reason we choose 6 months simply is because that's what the appraiser is going to use when he appraises the home to come up with the value of the home. So we look at those homes and then we compare it. How does your home compare in terms of the size of the home, the location of the home? Does your home have positive curb appeal? Then we're going to look at the pros and the cons and make a pros and cons list. What do you have that the competition doesn't have? And also be candid with what they have that you don't have. That's what the buyers are going to do too. They're going to pull up the last 6 months comparables, and the buyer's agent is going to help them to determine the value based off of that information. One of the common mistakes I see sellers make is to try to determine the value of their home based on what they owe on the home. And that doesn't have any bearing on the actual value of your home. The appraisers aren't going to look at that. The buyers aren't going to look at that either. The other thing that they do is they pull up their tax record and look at the tax assessment. And that has no bearing. People don't do that. Prices have changed drastically over the past 8 years. They're not going to use that as a tool to determine the value, so you shouldn't either. The best advice I could give you is to look at the comparables in the past 6 months to determine where you should go and where you should be priced. Don't price yourself out of the market. Thanks so much. I appreciate you tuning in. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to call me or email me at the information below. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.